How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. Hopefully everyone's having a lovely day. So the Cincinnati Reds come back home 4 games against the Cubs this weekend, lose game 1, win game 2 in walk-off fashion. Hey, all in all, it's been a rough patch for the Reds, but hey, you go 5-5 out west. You're still a game and a half, 2 games out of a wild card spot during that entire span. You come back home, you split it with the Cubs, and what felt like could have been a terrible start. Could have been a terrible start. The Cubs had a 62-4, 63, some third best, fourth best record in baseball after the 7th inning of the season, a ridiculous record, and it wasn't looking good. Reds go to the bottom of the 9th. Jake Fraley and company in this Reds, it felt like, we're bringing up Jake Fraley, it felt like he ignited this offense. But at the end of the day, it was Marte. It was Martini with the big hits here in the 9th inning for the Reds. But Jake Fraley comes back. I mean, this was a guy before he got hurt. And, the Reds went down injury after injury after injury. It was Fraley, it was India. But Fraley was he was your RBI guy. He was your runners in scoring position guy that excelled at driving the guys in. Kind of the spark in the middle of that offense, if you will, from that standpoint. He goes down. The Reds offense stagnates, to say the very least. They've been struggling mightily. He comes back. Again, 3 hits, 3 for 4 on the night. 3 for 4 in game 2, we should say. And it really feels like, man, this guy comes back. And could he potentially be the spark? We talk about this so much, and there's so many things that can do it for this young Reds offensive bunch. Elly De La Cruz came up, provided that spark for this team. When he came hit that lineup, and this team just took off on another level offensively. And you talk about, can we bring up Encarnacion Strand, get that same effect? Can we bring up Marte, get that same effect? Maybe it is Jake Fraley returning that can give the Reds that same effect. Because this is a guy that's coming back. He's not just, let's slow down a second. We just talked about Jake Fraley, what this guy can do for this ball club, but we forgot one minor thing. This guy came back on a broken frickin' toe. It's not quite like winning a gold medal with a broke freaking neck, but with a broken freaking toe. This guy comes back and plays. The pain he's got to be enduring, the difficulties he has to be going through to be able to do that. He's got to have season-ending surgery or surgery at the end of the season, but he says, hey, I want to come back. I'm going to play through this injury because I want to try to help this team win. I want to help try to push this team into a playoff spot. Not only does he come back and say, he wants to do this stuff, but he comes through. You just go out there and pop up an 0 for 8 night. The guy hit the ball 3, got on base 3 times. To me, and to a young bunch of players, that's motivating. That's inspiring. That's something that can lift this ball club up. Like, hey, if Jake Fraley's going to come back, play through an injury like that for this team, we got a chance still. Things have been going bad. This guy wants to play through injury for this team. He wants to try to get the playoffs of this team. We got a chance still. We got to step up. We got to play for this guy. He's playing for us. We got to play for him. And I think if there was ever a time, if the Reds want to make playoffs this year, it's going to come right after this. This is going to be that moment we look back and say, hey, the Reds were falling to pieces and the wheels are going to completely fall off from here on out, or the Reds are going to shoot straight back up into that wild card spot. They're going to finish playing strong. Offense is going to figure some things out, and it's going to come. I think this is a turning point. You look back and say it's a turning point. I want to believe. I want to believe this team, all the ups and downs, the adversity it's went through this season, I want to believe that this is going to be a spark. And I want to believe that this Reds team can still push its way into a playoff spot. Love you guys' thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.